Welcome. Today, we're going to dive into a totally different way of thinking about marketing, especially for all you solo professionals out there. It's an approach that just tosses the old rulebook of hustle and hype right out the window. It's all guided by Denise Wakeman, and it really starts with one simple question.
So, if you're a coach or a consultant, or maybe you run your own practice, does this question hit a little too close to home? That constant pressure to be everywhere all at once online? It's absolutely exhausting. And believe me, it's a feeling so many entrepreneurs know all too well. And this overwhelm, it tends to show up in a few familiar ways. Maybe you feel completely scattered, like you're trying to do a million things at once and none of them well. Or maybe you know you're incredible at what you do, but you still feel like the best kept secret in your industry. And then there's the tech. Oh, the tech. AI, new platforms. It is totally enough to make anyone just freeze up and not know where to even begin. And this, right here, is the absolute key. You don't need another guru shouting a bunch of tactics at you from some mountaintop. What you really need is a guide, someone who's going to walk the path with you, help you read the map, and pick the right trail for your unique journey. Okay, so if a guide is what's needed, well, let's meet the chief guide who's behind this whole approach to marketing. So this is Denise Wakeman, and get this. She's been navigating the whole digital world since 1996. That's basically the dawn of the commercial internet. She doesn't see herself as a boss or some guru, but as this pragmatic, adventurous guide for people who are out there carving their own path. This quote just perfectly sums up her promise, doesn't it? It's not about these crazy complicated funnels or chasing every shiny new thing that pops up. The words that really jump out are simplify, actionable, and genuine. In an industry that loves complexity and hype, just using those words is a powerful statement. It's a real commitment to bringing marketing back to a human, manageable scale. Now, I love this slide because it's such a direct rejection of how things usually are. The marketing world is just full of hype, this hustle culture, and promises to 10x your business overnight. This approach, it's the antidote to all of that. It's a space where burnout is not the price you have to pay for success. So how do you actually build this no hype, no burnout kind of marketing system? Well, it really boils down to 3 guiding principles that act as your compass and your map. First things first, strategy before tactics. It sounds so simple, right? But think about it. How often do we jump straight to, hey, should I be on TikTok? Before we even ask, wait, who am I trying to reach and what is my core message? This approach insists on building that solid plan before you even think about the tools. Here's a quick takeaway for you. Before you make your next marketing move, just try writing down one single sentence that defines who you help and how. That's it. That's your strategic anchor. And building on that strategy is the second principle, sustainability. And this is huge. It's about creating a system that you can actually keep up with without totally sacrificing your well-being. The focus here is all on consistency over intensity, finding a rhythm that works for you and your life. And this one, oh man. This is the key that unlocks that paralysis we were just talking about, imperfect action. The goal is not a flawless video or the absolute perfect blog post. The goal is just to get it done, learn from it, and then do it again. It's progress over perfection every single time. Okay, so with these principles as our guide, what does the journey actually look like? Let's take a peek into the strategic toolkit that helps you find your path. The approach is this really cool blend of the tried and true pillars of marketing with the power of what's called actionable AI. And look at how AI is being used here. It's not about replacing you, the human. It's about assisting you, repurposing your content, getting some help with SEO, brainstorming ideas. These are all super practical, time-saving things that just make the work easier. And here is a fantastic, super tangible example of one of these repeatable systems. You start with just one solid piece of content, say a blog post. Then, instead of starting from scratch for every other platform, you use AI like your own personal assistant to intelligently repurpose that one core idea. It's one effort, but you get multiple outputs. It's all about working smarter, not harder. And this brings us right back to where we started, doesn't it? The entire point of creating these systems is to fight that feeling of being scattered and to reduce that mental load. When you know exactly what the steps are, you don't have to reinvent the wheel every single week. You just follow your map. So what's the ultimate result of going on this guided journey? Well, it's not just about getting more followers or more clicks. It's about a fundamental shift in your entire perspective on marketing. This, right here, this is the real transformation. It's moving away from that fear of doing it wrong, the fear of new tech, the fear of even being visible, and moving towards a mindset of experimentation. Hey, what if we just try this? What can we learn from it? That curiosity, it completely changes the game. And this is the view from the summit. It's not just about walking away with a marketing plan, it's about gaining real confidence, clarity, and focus. It's about knowing you have support and accountability, and that leads to the steady, practical progress that we all want so badly. Ultimately, this whole approach is about taking back control and finding a sustainable, hype-free path to getting seen. So the final question isn't about which tactic you should use next, it's a much bigger one. Are you ready to stop wandering around and finally start charting your own course?